We always look forward to spending some time with our good friend. That's Dennis Horton. He's the Executive Director of the Rockford Regional Office of the Better Business Bureau, here to help you out this morning. Dennis, good morning.
Good morning, Riley.
How's everything going with you this morning?
It's a nice gray day, but it's a warm one, so it's good.
Yeah, we're not shivering, we're not shoveling. We'll make it through.
Yes.
We will make it through. All right. As I mentioned before, I love these segments with you because inevitably you're going to save somebody time, trouble, and probably most importantly, some money in their pockets. Some of the things we're looking at this morning, already $1 billion has been raised. So this one has Target written all over it. That's donating to Notre Dame.
That's right. Many people don't know that the BBB has a charitable wing called the Wise Giving Alliance. It's also headquartered in Arlington, Virginia, with the BBB offices there. And the powers that be and the smart thinkers there are recommending that we take a wait to donate attitude. As you already mentioned, $1 billion has already been pledged. But there inevitably are going to be people posting crowdfunding or crowdsourcing efforts to raise money. Many of the people who will be doing that are well-intentioned, but there will be many, many more who are not well-intentioned. So before you decide you're going to donate, let's make sure that the donation apparatus is all set and so we'll be able to determine exactly who monies should be donated to the church or a city or someone in Paris who is actually working with Notre Dame to make sure that all the funds are being used correctly. We know whenever there is any kind of disaster, scammers are going to latch on and do their dastardly deeds.
Oh, without a doubt. And yeah, like you said, until there's a dedicated, or they name the charity, the Notre Dame Rebuild Project, whatever it is, that it's a one entity that everyone has given the green light to. Yeah, be very careful about, especially when you mentioned the cloud-based stuff.
Yes, and the other thing, if we wait to make donations here in the U.S., there's a much better chance that your donation could be tax deductible if you're donating to an organization that is helping from here, and they're making the monies available in France.
So for those who, I really want to help, what can I do? Just be very, very careful about who it is you get involved with in the helping department, because that money will leave your pocket, but it might not go where you're hoping it will.
Right, and I know we're a very giving and caring people, but we do have to be cautious.
Yeah, and part of that being giving and caring is being cautious, because you want to make sure that the money that you've earmarked toward helping with reconstruction or whatever else goes where you want it to.
Yes, and without fail, as I've mentioned, there are bad guys out there who are looking to reap the benefits of something unfortunate that has happened.
Whatever tragedy happens or, a bad situation, these people show up trying to figure out how many people can we fleece and get out of here before people get wise to it.
And they're quick.
Yes, and thankfully the Better Business Bureau is wise to it. All right, so we've got that. And cybersecurity, spring cleaning.
It is that time of the year when we're doing the spring cleaning of our homes and garages and basements. But we also have to make sure that we're doing our digital spring cleaning to make sure that our online presence is good. Our reputations aren't sullied by something we inadvertently say or do online. But there are also hackers out there and other digital criminals who are always changing and improving their efforts to steal our identity, information, and money. So we need to take action to help ensure our own protection. Some of those things are like update your software and delete unused apps, making sure that you are secure. Turn on things like, while it's really, I find it sometimes a bit annoying, but turn on two-step authentication so that when you are online and someone does perhaps hack your computer, that in order to access any of your personal or financial information, you've turned on two-step authentication, because that's much more difficult for a hacker to crack than just figuring out your password.
And for those who are not familiar with two-step notification, it's basically, okay, I've grabbed Dennis's phone that was sitting on the table here, and now I'm going to go and I'm going to get into his Gmail here, and I'll do it from this. Well, what will happen is they will send you a note saying, well, this is a new device, and you aren't cleared, so we're going to send a code, and you better type that code in, and that's what prevents people from getting into your stuff.
Exactly. While it's sometimes annoying, it's very it's helpful, and it protects you from especially identity theft or someone being able to get into your accounts and steal all your money.
Yep. So yeah, have a look, because for many people, when's the last time you updated your security software? Oh, I'm supposed to update that? I think it automatically updates. Well, in some cases it does. When's the last time you checked it? I think when I bought it.
Yeah, true. And with the Internet of Things, we have things that we are controlling from our phones that are working at our homes, and those things also need to be password protected. So make sure that you are not just doing authentication, two-step authentication, but updating your passwords and making better passwords and securing those pieces of equipment at home, even your refrigerator that can talk to you. Make sure that you have password protected it, and not just leave it at the default password that is sent when you bought the equipment.
Yeah, because the people who hack into these things are well aware of some of those default passwords and are really quickly into your system. And as you mentioned, it may seem like a pain at the time, and it's taking like a half an hour to get all this stuff organized. It's not even remotely close to the pain you'll feel if you don't do it and someone gets in there.
It is absolutely, especially if someone hacks your credit card accounts and you find that they've spent thousands of dollars of your money, and now you have to clean up the whole thing. So it's better to be proactive than to be reactive.
Absolutely. Once again, Better Business Bureau giving you some really good advice on keeping yourself safe here. And finally, door-to-door season is upon us.
We talk about this every year. At least twice a year, because winter and spring, the scammers and con men hit the streets, and they're knocking on your door to do all sorts of, offer you all sorts of work, assistance, let's call it.
Sure.
Or a new alarm system. The one that we worry about most are the storm chasers. I think I heard that there's the possibility of some severe weather.
There is.
Today. If we do have severe weather and there is damage in the area, you can count on the fact that there will be storm chasers here tomorrow looking to help you out and for repair the windows or pick up the limbs that fell from trees in your yard. Make sure that you're dealing with people that you can trust. If someone knocks on your door, just don't assume that you're dealing with somebody who is legitimate. There are many, many, many legitimate businesses here who can help you with whatever your situation is, and you want to deal with somebody who is local, who has a brick-and-mortar building here, that if something goes awry, you know where to go find them. If somebody pulls up in a truck with a magnetic sign stuck on the side with an area code not from here, be very leery of dealing with them.
And you guys keep a list, of course, at the Better Business Bureau of local, reputable businesses that will take care of all of these things that the guys knocking on the door purport to take care of.
Exactly, and we are here and available to provide you with that information. And in fact, we have a service, a program that's called Request a Quote, and you can go to bbb.org. All you need to do is put in your contact information and the issue you want resolved, the problem that you want fixed, and you, rather than having to go through all the work of finding the companies that you want to deal with, we will provide you with a list of individual companies who are BBB accredited, and they will contact you, and based on what your needs are, and they will tell you, and they will give you the quote as to what it's going to be necessary to fix it and how much it's going to cost.
And these are
when
all
the work can begin.
These are all companies who have a long history, one that the Better Business Bureau is well familiar with, and reviews and business actions have come back positive.
Yes, they are all BBB accredited businesses, so they are businesses you can trust to do what they say they're going to do, and if there's any kind of problem, they will do their utmost to make sure everything is repaired.
Now, what would it cost your average citizen to call up the BBB and say, hey, I'd like to look at that list?
It costs absolutely nothing.
Perfect.
And we are available 24/7. If you just want to, you have the time and you want to look up the businesses yourself, you can do so at bbb.org and look for the torch flame symbol next to the business name, and that denotes that they are BBB accredited.
Yep, don't become a stat. Don't be one of those cautionary tales that your friends share with their other, I have this one friend, and you know what, they should have, but you know what they didn't do. You don't want to be that person. So get in touch with the Better Business Bureau. Ask them your questions. Have a look at the accredited businesses. This way, you don't become a statistic, and you don't become that cautionary tale.
Yes, and I do want to mention that we have had reports of people going door to door now with the alarm system scams. So when someone knocks on your door saying that your alarm system needs to be checked, do not let them in just because you think your alarm may need to be checked. Call your provider before you let anybody do any work in your home. Yeah,
especially if you don't know them, you don't know them from anybody, and here they are at the door. We need to look over your security system. Yeah, no, you probably don't. You probably don't.
We've had people complain that they came in, looked at their system, and replaced it with a completely new system, and now they're receiving 2 bills.
Oh, terrific. And not to mention that these people now also control your security system.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of things to consider right there. See, this is why this segment with Dennis is always so valuable. What do people do to get in touch with you at the Better Business Bureau?
You can give us a call at area code 815-963-2222.
Dennis, as always, I deeply appreciate the great information. We'll look forward to our next time we get together to chat.
You have a great week.
There's Dennis Horton. He's the Executive Director of the Rockford Regional Office of the Better Business Bureau.